What's going on, guys and gals? So today's video, I wanted to talk about fat acceptance and give you my unbiased viewpoint on it. Now, first and foremost, I want to preface and say that I 100% am against people that treat others indifferently in a cruel manner just because they're overweight. It shouldn't be, there's no place in our society that this should be occurring, but unfortunately, it starts even at a young age. You see kids bullying others because they're overweight, and this goes all the way up until adulthood and beyond. It's just a lot of people are discriminated upon and are treated inferiorly because they are overweight. So I just want to point that out. The problem and that I have with fat shaming is that when some people use it as a crutch to justify their unhealthy lifestyle. And this kind of coincides with fat acceptance. So let me give you a few examples. So if you have a good friend who's drinking too much, or let's say they're smoking too much tobacco, cigarettes, and you tell that person, hey, I'm kind of worried about you. You've been drinking a lot. I'm worried that it's affecting or already is affecting your life. You've been missing work, you're telling me. You've been MIA, you're not reliable, and it's affecting your marriage. And from a health standpoint, it's not good for your liver. At that point, would you call it drink shaming? To me, no. I think it's valid. It's a valid point to tell another friend. And if I was going down that wrong path, I would want, even though I don't want to hear it, I would want a true friend to tell me like it is. Same thing goes for smoking. Someone smoking like a chimney, they're worried about the person might get emphysema. They have an increased chance of obviously getting cancer. They reek. They got yellow teeth. They got yellow fingers, and it's just a filthy habit. I used to smoke for 7 years. For people that are new to this channel, yes, surprisingly, yes, I did. So I know what this. And also, when your significant other is not gonna want to kiss you, you smell like a freaking ashtray. But I digress. But anyway, you call that person out. Do you call it smoke shaming? No, but it's a bad habit. It's taking years off your life, just like drinking heavily. And the same thing goes for eating bad and being overweight. Now, there's some exceptions. You have thyroid issues and other things, but I'm talking about for the vast majority of people who simply just overeat. They don't exercise as much, they don't move their body as much, and they take in a surplus of calories. They are at increased risk of diabetes, stroke, getting a might build you might get a hip replacement when you get older because you're putting a lot of wear and tear on your joints. The list goes on and on. Heart attack, bad cholesterol, yada yada yada. But yeah, I mean, but when a person who's overweight and they get called out on it by, let's say, a good friend, they say, "Oh, no, 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 that's fat shaming. You're fat shaming me. You're fat shaming me." No, I think if there's someone that you just don't know and you treat them like crap, let's say at a job interview, you don't give them a job just because they're fat or I should say overweight. I want to be PC about it. That is fat shaming. Just you barely meet someone and you treat them like dirt. That's fat shaming. But a good friend giving you constructive criticism and having a valid concern over your health, why is that? Why does that get a free pass? Why is that called fat shaming? It's not called drink shaming. It's not like in the other example, if you drink too much, it's not called smoke shaming if you smoke too much. There's no difference. And heart disease is still the number one killer. It always beats cancer. I wish in an ideal world we wouldn't have any of these ailments, but it is what it is. I'd have to look at the numbers, but I know in 2019 we had 650,000 deaths from heart disease with a 23% mortality rate. I think recently it went up to about 690. So I project in 10 years, in a decade, it's gonna hit, and I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I think it's gonna hit. I mean, went up 40K in the past couple of years. This is crazy. That doesn't mean it's gonna go up 40K every few years all the time, but it's gonna hit, 700,000 is right around the corner, 800, 900, who knows, a million deaths a year. This is insane. This is insanity. So I just want to give you my overall take on it. Like I said, personally, nothing against people that are overweight. I know it's a big struggle. I've done old videos commenting on my 600-pound life, and I mean those are more extreme cases where they have a severe amount of trauma, child molestation, divorced parents or absent parents, single motherhood, single fatherhood, a lot of trauma. So I definitely 1000% feel for those people. I can't pretend to know what they're going through. People have a lot of body image issues, and it's so hard to stay on track dieting, especially, well, I can only speak for America, because you go down the grocery aisle and almost every aisle, like 90% of the stuff is like junk. I'm not trying to be on my high horse, okay? I've been kind of eating a little bit bad, I'll admit it lately. We're all human, but I just want to point that out. So if you're in that position where you're overweight and someone gives you constructive criticism, don't immediately take it as fat shaming and get defensive. Try to be objective about it. I know it's not easy, but try to take their word for it, and you can't deny it. But that's my main message. And the other message is, obviously, just because someone's overweight, don't treat them treat others how you want to be treated. Don't treat them like crap, like crud, just because they're overweight, because you don't really know their backstory. And if they do ask for suggestions and tips, be supportive. We need more good deeds and support. We need to support one another, because we all have our own personal issues that we deal with, and our own demons, our own skeletons in the closet, as they say, some more than others. And trust me, I mean, I'm better, but I am far from perfect. This is just me on camera. I try to be authentic, but maybe more to come in the future if I'm more comfortable with it. But we all have, issues. We all have different things going on. So try to be a little bit more sensitive, and be helpful when you can. That's my time. Let me know what your thoughts on this fat shaming situation is, and scenario, or topic, I should say. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.